Have you ever had a memory of something so vivid that you swore up and down that it happened? Whether it be like a video that you watched, or a picture that you seen, or a moment that you lived in, only to discover that what you are picturing in your mind isn't how it actually happened? That is called the Mandela Effect, and that is what we are about to get into today. All right, so what is the Mandela Effect? As it is described, it is a phenomenon where a large group of people collectively misremember an event or a specific detail, believing it occurred differently from how it actually happened. Now, this term was coined back in 2009 by an author. She's an author and a paranormal researcher now because of this, by the name of Fiona Broom, where she could have sworn up and down she incorrectly remembered that Nelson Mandela died in the 80s in jail.
And from my understanding, she was the only one who thought that.
Well,
It was
no, that's
her with a group of her colleagues. They were at a conference, right?
right. And that's why this became a phenomenon, because everybody was like, no, wait, what the hell? He did. Nelson Mandela actually died in 2013, as we all know. And he wasn't in jail at the time,
And I
obviously.
figured the creepy part was how they specified some of their memories and recollections on like his widow speaking on the news. So that's something that you really wouldn't mess up or forget.
Right. And this affected Fiona so much that she actually created a website, an entire website, to discuss like the arguments between false memories and alternate realities crossing. Okay, because again, she's a paranormal researcher now because of this kind of shit. Because I'm pretty sure she was probably just an author before
She
this.
was a normal human being until everybody was like, "You're wrong." She was like, "No."
And so there's a wide list all over the internet of notable examples of this
cloned?
phenomenon occurring. So like some of the examples I got right here, Henry VIII eating a turkey leg. Now there's a famous picture of Henry VIII, a portrait of him, where his hands in a certain manner, and people swore up and down they remember him with a turkey leg in his hand.
They were like, "You fat."
Well, yeah, apparently it was a thick bitch, and so that's why everybody remembers that. Star Wars movies are not immune to this. There's an iconic the Star Wars scene that everybody knows of where Darth Vader looks at Luke and he says, "Luke, I am your father." Or so we thought.
No. He said that shit.
I swear up and down he says that
Episode
shit.
5, he said
But
that shit.
apparently he says, "No, I am your father," which doesn't even sound right.
Why would he say that?
It doesn't even sound like
George Lucas don't even write no whack ass lines like that.
Yeah.
Why would he say, "No, I am your father"? No, it sounds better. Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
Because he's talking to Luke.
The movie E.T., where he says E.T. phone home. Apparently he never said phone home. He said something different also.
What did he say?
I don't remember. I didn't write that one down, but I remember reading about that one as well, and I was like
Okay.
thrown the fuck off. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The evil witch.
Mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them all, but
right?
Apparently she says magic mirror on the wall.
Magic mirror? No.
I swear to God, that's what it's saying. Now, you know what didn't help that argument for people and why people believe more and more that it's actually mirror on the wall. In 2012, Julia Roberts and Lily Collins, they starred in a live action movie that was based on it, and it was called Mirror.
Exactly.
So like that there's a whole bunch of reasons of why people would believe that, hey, nah, there's no fucking way. One that has just become like the Moby Dick great white whale of fucking of Mandela Effect theories. Shaq in the early 90s did a movie called Kazam.
Yep.
But everybody, including myself, I swear to you, I've seen this. Why I can't find it no more is fucking killing me. But apparently Sinbad did a movie called Shazam.
No, hold on. You said apparently. Ain't no fucking apparently. He did do a movie I remember that shit too.
But we can't find it anywhere. There's no proof of this movie existing.
None.
And Sinbad has even gone on and like trolled this movie being created, saying, yeah, the whole government did all this kind of stuff to wipe it from your memories.
What?
It didn't work because I remember it, Sinbad. Okay, fuck you, man.
Man in Black me yet. I remember it too.
There's also like foods, Fruit Loops, for example. A lot of people remember it actually spelling out fruit, which this one I kind of
I don't
remember
remember
this
that.
one.
I remember the double O's.
Yeah, where it's
this whole
actually
time.
FROOT, and Fruit
Yeah.
Loops actually Kellogg's actually did this with the cereal to promote the O's more, since that's the shape of the fucking Fruit Loops.
Yeah. I've always remembered it that.
Jif peanut butter. A lot of people thought that it said
Jif.
Jiffy at one point.
I never fucked with it, so I don't know what it says. I'm
Oh.
a Skippy dude all day.
Well, and that's why, because there's Skippy, and then there's like Jiffy Lube, the oil places that were popular for a long
Cream,
time.
by the way. Skippy cream. I don't do that nutty shit. No Diddy.
Wow, that sounded like all Diddy.
Nah. I'll eat the nuts for you. You can
Whoa,
take it.
whoa.
You can have nuts all day, buddy.
God damn, disgusting.
Look, he even
what-
got him on his bar. Little nutcracker.
They're on his side though, because he likes them.
No.
So what are some examples that you wrote down?
Yeah, man.
Another big one also that people argued that I wanted to point out. Fucking Fruit of the Loom.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, the fucking fruit had a cornucopia behind it before, and apparently that is not a thing. Apparently that's not real. It was just the fruit.
I remember
remember
Tidy
seeing
Whities when I was little.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Like that shit had a cornucopia behind it with the fucking fruit. Don't fucking lie to me.
Everybody, at least from the 90s and older, remembers Mr. Rogers. All of us fucked with PBS. And so now they're trying to say that his famous intro song, It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, supposedly that is not what he was saying this whole time. He specified and said it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, which my recollection begs to differ. That ain't what the fuck he said.
Yeah.
He said it the way I said it the first time. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do some psyop shit on us. They need to leave,
they really
they need to leave the 90s alone. Our childhood was perfect. Stop changing shit. Another one was the Monopoly guy.
Oh, with
Uncle
the monocle?
Rich. Yeah. Everybody remembers him with the monocle. Now they're saying he never, ever had it on. And so now on the new Monopoly boxes, you see him just a regular old double-eyed motherfucker. Like, nah, get out of here with that. They lying.
He's fucking with our minds.
The funniest one, and I know you guys remember this guy right here. Richard Simmons, the fucking workout guy. He wore sweatbands on his fucking head. They're saying he never, ever wore them. I don't believe it. That's not how I remember it. He always wore some colorful shit.
Now, how often did you watch Richard Simmons, though?
I didn't watch him, but he would pop up on the TV.
They
like
always had to like tell
commercials
the
yeah, because
the
they wanted you to buy.
infomercials, yeah.
They wanted you to buy the videos so you could work out.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tricky. I'm pretty sure he wore a damn sweatband too, but
Yeah.
maybe he didn't. Maybe you're getting him confused with somebody else.
No. The only person that kind of comes close to him is Carrot Top, but Carrot Top had fucking orange hair. Hence
True.
Carrot Top.
True.
I would remember an orange haired motherfucker with sweatband.
Right.
And Carrot Top wasn't popular in the 90s, right?
You know, I don't know. I don't remember when he got. To me, he was never really funny. So to me, he was never really a popular figure. Anyhow,
I think he came on like maybe early 2000s.
Okay. You got another one?
That's all I got.
That's all you got? So there are explanations as to why this could happen. There's 5 different reasons that I wrote down.
Yeah, come on. Give me the
One
bullshit.
of them is simple as just false memories. Right? Just people are just everyone
False.
just missed it.
Pause. How can you have a false memory?
Listen, I
As a collective too, like just random strangers across the world remember something the same way, but they tell us your memory is false.
so that's probably why these other explanations kind of help alleviate that, because they make more sense, right? So another one is confabulation. So confabulation is when the brain starts filling in the gaps that are missing in your memories to make it make sense. So it's like you have a puzzle in your head, but there are certain pieces missing, and your mind is automatically just searching the database to put something in there that at least makes it work, makes it fit. That's why the Luke, I am your father makes more sense than no, I am your father. Because what the fuck were you even telling him no for?
Right. Like,
Right.
no.
So confabulation is another theory as to why this phenomenon happens. Um, misleading post events information. So it's information after an event that can alter your remembering of it. And this is one of the reasons that, like in a courtroom, people argue against eyewitness testimony sometimes, right? Because a lot of times when people like witness an event and then they have time afterwards to like watch the news and do all this other shit, and then their mind starts altering what happened, right?
Because they're hearing this story and this story and okay.
Right, and so that happens, maybe a little bit of that confabulation happens, and that's probably why some false memories happen. So you see how everything's kind of piecing itself together a little bit. Then there's a thing called priming, and so this is an example of like with the Mr. Rogers thing, right? So priming describes factors leading up to an event that affects our perception of it. And so for examples, or actually this is not the example of that one. This is different. This is more of like a cup half full, half empty type of perception, right? So like you could ask somebody, how short are you? Or you could ask somebody how tall you are, right? And that's going to kind of shape your perception on how you view that person, depending on how you ask a question, right?
Right.
If you ask somebody how tall you are, you're going to assume they're pretty tall, but how tall? If you ask somebody how short they are, you're going to automatically assume, oh, you're a short motherfucker like me. How fucking short are you?
Pretty short.
Right?
Taller than you.
Ooh, not by much.
Let's go.
You're the shortest black man I know.
What? Why'd you have to bring black into this?
Because I got a lot of black friends.
Leave that color alone. Let that color rest.
So that is that. The confabulation, the word play is what I was talking about with as far as the Mr. Rogers thing. Gotcha. Like your mind, you know, like they're saying is a beautiful day in this neighborhood, but to us it probably makes more sense to say the neighborhood, and so that's why our mind is like kind of warping it to that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go watch Mr. Rogers, bro.
We're about to figure that out.
And
now
some PBS shit.
Here's the most off the wall one, and we see it in fucking Marvel movies and all that shit all the fucking time. Alternate realities.
You think we're in an alternate reality?
So with this, they're saying that other universes start mixing in with our timeline.
And well, take me to the fucking universe where I got a little bit of money and I'm relaxed and vacationing like every other month.
Yeah,
that's the universe I want.
Well, they're saying that this happening, if this is something that actually does occur, they're saying that this is why there's a big group of people at a time that misremember something the exact same way, because they were in that same reality that it happened. So all of us that remember Shazam, but we can't find that motherfucker. But we're stuck with Kazam, with Shaq's non-acting ass. God damn it. This is part of the examples that lead up to that.
Kazam was good too, though, man.
Kazam
was
entertaining for the time because we were kids when we were watching it, man. Let's be real.
7-foot ass giant. It was good, man. It was good. I liked it. But
they definitely went out and picked the biggest, funniest guy to play a fucking genie.
And that was right when he got drafted, right? Or was he
not right when? I think it was already in the league for a few years.
Shaq a funny motherfucker. I love watching him on their halftime shows, bro, with him and Kenny.
Yes. So the alternate realities that plays into like quantum physics and time travel is a type of something that can't really
strange over here.
But things that can't really be like proven yet, right? Things that are only in theory right now. So
I guess. Yeah.
Maybe later on in life we will be able to fucking
I lied to you too.
Verify some of these things.
A couple other ones.
Oh shit.
A couple other ones, dog.
All right, what else you got?
Bring this shit up, dog. For all my '90s babies out there, you know what I'm saying? We used to watch that Pokemon, you know, Ash Ketchum, gotta catch 'em all. I remember Pikachu having a black tip on his tail, and they're saying that never existed. His tail was all yellow. No. And the one that hurt me the most, the Looney Tunes. I love the Looney Tunes. It was one of my favorite cartoons. Supposedly, Tunes was spelled Tunes instead of Toons. False. It was Too. No way. Like, didn't even make sense. It was a cartoon. You spell tunes for cartoons as TOONS.
So
Why would it be TUNES? They
So-
didn't sing and do music.
but earlier like Looney Tunes cartoons they did. Right, like Disney and all them, like when they first started out, they started out doing like songs with all of their videos, right? Pretty sure they did. Maybe that's why they did tunes, because they were like show tunes. Like they had their own like songs and stuff that they would do
Maybe in
with
the
the
70s.
cartoons. That's what I'm saying.
Not
So
in the
maybe
90s.
that's why it started, and then maybe because of like how you just said it, like cartoons is spelled with TOON
I
at the
think
end
maybe
of
it was like that in the 70s, and then by the time the 90s came, they switched it up and said, all right, we'll spell it with double O's.
Or people just again misremembered. They're doing like what you just did. They're combining what they thought they knew, which was Looney Tunes, and the word cartoons together, and they're misremembering it. That confabulation. Your
I ain't
mind's just.
confabulating shit. I know I'm right.
I don't confabble. What, motherfucker?
I didn't even know that was a word.
Like I just learned this shit.
He making up words. That's what he doing. He lying.
I'm not making it up. I'm
Mandela
not making
effect.
it up.
We're gonna learn in 3 months confabulation was never a word.
Just for that, I'm gonna fucking get the definition. I'm gonna put it on the fucking screen on this video, just so everybody can see that shit. That I didn't make it up. It's there. It's a word, motherfuckers.
This episode didn't even happen. It's a Mandela effect.
God damn, that is funny. You got another one?
Nah, that's it. That's it. Man. Yeah.
All right, so
I got something to say though to all of y'all. Luke, I am your father.
there was also another Star Wars one too. Now that you mention it, where people were saying that one of C-3PO's
Legs was like
legs
silver
were-
instead of gold.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I think I remember that.
I don't know. CPO, I didn't give a fuck about CP3. I'm like, he was all right.
You were an R2D2 guy.
Yeah,
huh?
Beep, 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 boop. That's my dog.
For a robot that didn't say a fucking word, he was easier to understand.
Yeah. CP3O talked English and we was like, get him out of
Like,
here.
shut his ass up.
He'd be like, oh no. Luke.
R2D2 was just a robot of action. He was like, you keep talking, motherfucker. I'm gonna go handle some
Hey,
shit.
yeah, he would go handle some shit.
He would just roll off.
people.
He would just roll off on him and go do some shit.
Yeah, he'd give you a couple beeps and he out. Beep, boop,
Three
beep, boop.
CPOs behind him. Wait, hold on. What are you doing? I'm working, bitch. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Crying ass
Shut
robot.
your ass up.
Anyways, you guys let us know if you have a specific Mandela Effect theory or an example that you want to share. Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Curious to hear.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's a million out there at this point, right?
Yeah.
And it's all interesting. It's interesting stuff. That's why I wanted to do this episode. And
Yeah, it is interesting. And on a side note, for those of you who have been supporting us, we have hit the threshold of 2,000 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you. We appreciate it. We're gonna keep riding this wave and try to come with better content. And if you guys have any ideas or topics you want us to cover, go ahead and drop it in the comments too. Man. We appreciate it.
And as you remember correctly from all the episodes, this is not a Mandela Effect.
It's the truth.
It is the truth when I say subscribe, share, and show that you care.